Hello everyone and welcome to another course. In this course what we're going to be going over is actually a package in Unity called Vuforia Engine. So what Vuforia Engine does actually is for augmented reality. And I've recently got into augmented reality, making a business card. I'll show you guys how to do some of this stuff later on in the course. But for now we're going to be making a basic project and making it work and showing you guys an outcome. Later on we're going to be adding clickable buttons, sounds, and all the stuff later on in the series. So yeah, so what we need to do now, as you guys can see over here, we have Vuforia project set up already here. Make an account first of all. You gotta have to make an account, and then we want to make basically a Unity project. So make it a 3D project, and I found that 2019.3 and above is actually a very stable version of Unity. So it's preferable that you use that. Then you can name it whatever you like and click create. Okay, once your Unity project is actually made, you can clear some of the errors in the console. We don't really need those. Okay, so we have just a normal Unity project. We don't need the main camera since we're adding a new version of a camera called an AR camera. So we can just delete that. So what we need to do now is just go back to our Vuforia page. So we're in downloads right now. I'll leave a link in the description below, so you guys can go check out this website. You need to download anything. We need some other stuff to do as well. So just click on Add Vuforia to Unity project. It will give you a Unity package file, as you guys can see on the bottom left. Click on it, and this dialog will pop up, and it'll ask you whether you want to upload all of these or none of these. So I want you guys to click all, so it imports everything. So click on Import, and what this is doing is just importing a few scripts which link Unity and Vuforia together, and then later we'll enable like the AR camera, the target, and all the stuff. So right now, the version I'm using is you don't necessarily need an update because I think it's a pretty stable version of Vuforia. Just close it, and then right now it's already uploaded a few things. But right now we need to go to Edit, Project Settings, go under Player, and scroll down here to XR Settings. So click on XR Settings, and then what we need to do now is check this box. Vuforia Augmented Reality supported. Click on it, and now this one will actually just import all the stuff we need, like for example the camera, the target, and a bunch of other stuff. But for now we're going to be going for an easy way of doing this, so we're just going to be using the camera, which is always needed, and also the image target, which would just add a target which the device can track. So again, it asks for an update, not necessarily needed. Just let it upload a few things. So yeah, this actually I found that this is the easiest way of making an AR app, at least for now that I've seen. So yeah, now we have everything inside of our project that we need. So you can either click on this plus, or you can right click the hierarchy over here. And then right now, before we did the project settings thing, there wouldn't be any Vuforia Engine tab over here. There'll be only UI and camera at the end. So right now there's a Vuforia Engine. Click on AR camera. You just automatically import a camera. Looks like a black camera, as you guys can. Let's go to AR. It wouldn't show here because we're going to test it on our phones later, or when you click run on a webcam. So yeah, as you guys can see, we have our camera over here. We don't need to do it. You can get rid of the directional lighting, but it looks better with the directional lighting. So not the outcome, of course, but I mean like the scene itself. So yeah, now what we need to do is click on our AR camera. As you can see over here, we have basically a few properties up here. We don't need the camera right now. Just click on all of them ticked. The one that we have to work on a bit is Vuforia behavior script. There's a few settings and some things we have to add to it. So click on Open Vuforia Engine Configuration. Then we have an app license key. So let's go make an app license key. So you can go back to this website, click on this button, Develop. So now we want to make two things. Our image target, we want to upload it, and also our license key. So you can either buy it, which would not necessarily need it, but you can just click Get Development Key, and it'll bring you to a page like this. So let's name ours Vuforia Tutorial Key. Checking this box, yes, just check that box. Without that, you wouldn't be able to go through. So now it will just give you a key over here. So click on it, and then a little bit. Okay, this actually is a key. that you can click on to copy. And then what we need to do over here, go back to our app license key and paste it over here. So yeah, basically that's it. So what we need to do now is just add a database to our project. So as you guys can see over here, just go back to this page and click on target image this time. So we already have a database, so you can just do that by clicking add database, giving it a name, and just click it, keep it on device. So just click on Vuforia tutorial, which I named it that. Now we want to add a target. So you can choose a file, and once you've chosen a file, as you guys can see, I've already chosen group 79 JPEG. Make sure it's preferably JPEG, I think is better. And set the width of it. Mine is 188.98. You can name it test target. Okay, and then click add. Once you click add, it uploads it. And you can add multiple targets as much as you like. But for now, I only added one. And the rating is actually depending on how many points it can track. So this is not the best outcome you can get, but it's a pretty good way of tracking an image. So it has a 4 out of 5 stars. Next thing we need to do is click on download database. And we don't want an Android Studio Xcode or Visual Studio version. We want it for our Unity. So click on Unity and then click download. Then again, like we downloaded the package, this one is also going to give us a package which we can import into our Unity. So just once it downloads, click on it, and now we can import it. As you guys can see, everything has to be ticked, make sure, and then import. So once you import, it actually automatically detects the database. It should refresh, and it should do database. Yeah, as you guys can see over here, Vuforia tutorial. Okay. So once it's there, you don't need to really do anything much. That's the good thing about it. You don't need to do a lot of steps for it to work perfectly. So what we need to do now, we're done with the AR camera settings. So most of the things actually. So now right click on your hierarchy again, or you can click on the plus. Go to Vuforia engine tab and add an image. As you can see, this is the image I uploaded, which is my business card. As you guys can see. So it's basically just an image that it tracks basically. So now it's actually a very visual process going through it. What we need to do is we need to make the image target a child of the AR camera. So just drag it onto that and it should look like this. So now it should work perfectly. But we don't really have anything to show, right? We need to, once it tracks it, we need to pop up an object. For now, we're going to do just a simple model that you want to get. So the asset store. Hopefully this works. So yeah, or you can even, for your testing, we can add a cube. Just right click it, go to 3D object, add a cube. You can make it however big you like. And later on, once you've gotten the hang of it, you can actually add 3D models and all. You can just get car. I guess we can get car, car. Good. Okay. And I went ahead to actually just download this one, and I imported it. I've imported it already. So we can go into the folder. You can go download the same thing if you like. The racing. Just search car, and you get it. So what we want is a prefab. Get this yellow one. As you can see over here, it's a model. So it's actually a prefab. We don't need it to be a prefab. Unpack the prefab. Delete the cube. We don't need the cube actually. Because now we're gonna add a really cool race car actually. Very cool. Scale it up a bit, I guess, if you like, and make sure. Oh, that was a perspective thing. Okay, make it a pretty good scale. 0, 0, 0. Bit smaller, maybe 50, 50, 50. What happened? What did I do? Oh, I didn't do a Z. Okay, so that's a pretty cool race car actually. As you can see, right now it's setting just right above the car. Maybe you can bring it a bit higher. Yeah, we can bring it higher. Okay, so yeah, now we have our race car. But one problem. Now, if we test this, actually, it probably won't work. And actually, it won't work. Because this yellow race car is not under this image target. I mean, it's not a child of this image target. That's why it wouldn't probably track. It would track it, but it wouldn't show anything. So we need to make it a child of this. Right now, it should look like this. So we have an AR camera. Inside it, we have an image target, and on that image target, we would have basically your object that you want to show, or something flat or anything you like. You can add much more things as well. You can make it animated. You can make it look much cooler. You can put it on a table, for example, and it'll just start zooming away. You could buy animations now, whatever you like. But for now, we're gonna do something basic. Okay, so now what we want to do is actually test our app. So what we need to do is click on File, Build Settings. Right now it's only on PC, Mac, and Linux standalone. We don't want that right now. It depends on what phone you have. I have an Android phone. So basically what we want to do now is plug in our phone to our computer and we'll test it out. Okay, once you've plugged in your Android or iOS device, we actually need to build and run for this. Right now it's kind of grayed out. So click on Android or iOS, then click to switch platform. And this would actually switch our platform from standalone PC, Mac, and Linux all the way to actually your preferred version or preferred, what do we call it? Actually, device, preferred operating system of your phone. So we have a bunch of stuff over here. We only need to focus on Android or iOS. And this is also a crucial step for uploading this app to the Google Play Store as well. So once it switches all the way to Android or iOS, we actually want to link our device to whatever device we have. So right now, I have my device open. So what we do, basically connect your device to your computer. And then once you have it, just click on your device and then click Build and Run. And as you guys can see over here, we have our file over here. And it's actually an APK, but once you have the Unity Remote 5 app that you can download from Google Play and also App Store, what we basically would need to do is just download the app and it will automatically do it, if you would like to do that. And this is actually a much more simpler way than getting the APK, emailing it to yourself or whatever on your phone, and then testing the app. And in this way, it's actually just linking your phone to Unity itself. So let's name it Test APK, save it, and it's basically detecting basically your Android SDK and all the things that it needs to check if it's working or not. So right now it's just detecting your phone, actually transferring the APK from Unity itself to your phone, and make sure that you actually have the Unity Remote 5 for this to work. And this is actually a very handy way to test your game without like downloading the APK, sending it to your phone, testing it there, and if it has a problem, then you need to do that whole process again. So in this way, you just basically have your phone ready, plugged into your computer, and you can test it as many times as you like, and it's a much faster way of doing it. So I'll be back once this process finishes. Okay, once your app has built, as you guys can see over here on my phone, I have the actual Vuforia app, my phone app, because I connected my phone to my computer and I ran it through that. And make sure on your phone that USB debugging is enabled for this to work actually. So guys, as you guys can see, we have our Unity project over there, and we have our image target over there. And once we built it, this the outcome. Pretty cool actually. You can see the front of the car. Sometimes it doesn't work well because it's not the best of the targets. So best target is something that has a lot of points that it can track. There's not that many on this. You can see we have a very cool car, and then you can add lights and all those. So yeah, that's basically pretty much it for this tutorial. This was the basics of Vuforia itself. See over there, yeah, we finished it. Okay, so later on we'll be adding stuff like clickable stuff. You can even click it through the screen, or you can click it on your phone itself. Very, very cool stuff that we can add later on to this game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and hope you guys actually go try it and give me your results. You can link a video in the description. Just take a video, post it on YouTube, and then put it in the comment section below. It's actually a very, very cool way of making AR apps, and it works pretty well. There's a lot more things that you can do. This is just basically tracking a 2D object. For example, I have my mouse over here, and later on you are able to have, let's say you have a 3D version of this mouse, the 3D model of this mouse. You import it into Vuforia, And then what you'll be able to do later on is be able to scan this mouse. Let's say you can add stuff coming out of it, popping out of it, for example. It's a very, very cool thing that you can do. But for now, this is a great start. Beginners. Thank you guys for watching this, and I hope you guys to see you guys in the next videos. Bye-bye.